with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Hello, hello. Welcome. I hope you're having a great week. It's another busy week here, and I've got some exciting things from the new annual catalog to show you. What do you guys think so far? We are 1 week into the new catalog launch here. And so I thought today I would share some of the goodies that I sent out to my customers with their new catalogs. And so these are the little packets I shared. They've got cute stuff, a little sampler in colors, and also some catalog tabs and some fun stuff here. Yeah, so I thought I would show you those, and then how I used the limited supplies that were there. So I'm using a half sheet of the 5 new in colors, along with a half sheet of basic white, and I'm going to show you how you can make 4 super cute in color cards. So these are just like a couple of little sneak peeks. I'll show you. I've got a whole bunch because this is kind of a, you could almost use it as a mystery stamping or a limited supplies challenge. Hey Luann, hey Philomena, hello honeybee. Thank you guys for sharing, and yes, thank you guys for being subscribers. I appreciate that. We are now 7 subscribers away from the 2,000 subscribers mark here at Jess B Creative Cardiology. So if you've been watching and enjoying my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would really appreciate it. Yes, we are getting close to that new milestone, and I'd love to give away some cards. That's what I do when we hit a milestone. I give away cards. Hey Jen, hi Kim, hi Wendy. Yes, I was checking out Julie's YouTube. She's over in England. That was fun. Hey my hubby. Hello Karen. Yeah, so I don't know if you've been having cold weather out there in Montana, Karen, but it's cold here in New York. It's crazy. Hi, Margaret. You are live. That's exciting. Please tell me where you're from. I'd love to know. That's awesome. All right, so I've got a lot to show you. If you are just joining and you want to play along, you'll need 5 half sheets of cardstock. So I'm using basic white, the new soft succulent, the polished pink, pale papaya, and evening evergreen. Am I missing? And the fresh freesia. Yes. Oh, from Illinois. All right. Awesome. Yes. So you'll need those 5 half sheets, a designer series paper. You're going to need 3 little squares, 3 little 3x3 squares of your favorite designer series paper to match your cardstock. So I'm going to use the Pansy Petals designer series paper today because that coordinates amazingly with our new in colors. And yeah, and a little bit of ribbon. Yes, up and down in the 50s. Typical spring here too, exactly. Yeah, we had, I don't think it snowed over the weekend, although some people in higher elevations did have a little dusting, but no, it's just cold. But we're going to think spring and think warm, happy thoughts here today. So let me flip this around. We'll show you all this fun, good stuff that we've got to share today. All right, and make sure I've got everything in view. I do have my May host code here for the month, JSXHCEMY. If you'd like to place an order with me, you can get stuff out of a brand new catalog, which is so exciting. And there's a couple of promotions with that too. If you have a $250 order, or if you have some friends, or if you want to place a couple orders and combine them to get to $250, as long as you do that between now and June 14th, you can get $50 in host rewards with a $250 order or combined orders there, which is pretty awesome. That is double the amount. There's an amazing amazing join special. So if you'd like to join my Creative Cardiology team, then here in the US, you can choose $155. Whatever you want. Your page is $99. That's amazing. Yes, I'd love to answer any questions you have about that as well. So we have the new catalogs here. I sent these fun little packages out with my catalog. So I included a fun little in color bookmark for everyone. And I used the beautiful Elegantly Said stamp here for my stamped images. I just wanted to share a little different way to see what those new in color inks look like when they're stamped. Oh, Karen's had a mixed bag of weather, rain, hail, snow, all of that. Uh, oh my goodness, it's crazy. I guess all across the north, whether you're east or west. So yes, in color bookmark there, I included these half sheets. So like I said, we've got 5.5 by 8.5 basic white, your evening evergreen here. We have our fresh freesia, which I'm wearing today. That's I did pretty good. My shirt is just about fresh freesia color. Pale papaya and polished pink there. I've got about, what do I have, 10 inches or so of the fresh freesia ribbon in this package. And like I said, you're going to need three 3x3 squares of designer series paper. So I have cut my 3x3s from the Pansy Petals designer series paper, which if I show you that here, I think I've shown it on a previous video, but it's such a pretty paper. You've got, well, this is all I have of this beautiful pansy patch, but we've got your leaves here that work with the die cuts. And then we've got some soft succulent gingham. I've got the florals here included. I love these sheets because, again, the die cuts work directly here on the paper. So you can die cut the pansies, which is what I did. I included a large and a small pansy in each of these kits. And let's see, we've got this really pretty soft seafoam background here with the different florals. So I've got one of those in there. And then, of course, I love this pattern too. They're so pretty. Yes. Oh, I know these. I always love the new in colors. I always have to get them. Lori, hey, you caught me live. Awesome. Yeah, so that's the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper. And some people were able to join me for a fun little Zoom that I had with my customers last Tuesday. But if you didn't make it, and of course, I thought everybody would enjoy seeing these projects too. So like I said, you just need these five half sheets of in colors, a half sheet of basic white, three 3x3 squares of designer series paper. In this case, I did a large and a small pansy, but if you had a couple of embellishments or something, and then about 10 inches of ribbon there is what we'll need for these projects. All right, so we'll get started on those in just a minute. I also wanted to show you this cute little thing. Stampin' Up! Came out with catalog tabs this year, which I thought was fun. So these are available through your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. They're not available for purchase on the customer website. So I did send these out to my customers with their new catalogs. And I wanted to show you how they work. So there's a tab for each section. So for example, the index here is in the back. So I'm going to mark page 173. You peel this off. We're going to line this up towards the end, just above that little, I want to say this is like a pear pizzazz line here next to index. Make sure you've just got one sheet there, and then you'll fold it over. It is scored in the middle, and then you just squeeze it tight. Okay, and then you move to the next section, which is the host and join. So this is page 169. You'll take the next color, which is kind of like a Cajun craze. All right, I'm going to kind of clip this together here so I know where I want to put the next one. I'm going to line this up so that it goes even here, or pretty close to even, with my index tab. Yes, and then fold that over. So Karen, they were available for a while. So Karen's saying the packages of these were available for a quick while. And I managed to get my order in at the right time, apparently, because I was able to get them. So I sent those out to my customers. If anybody needs some, let me know. I do have some extras here. The next section here is accessories and more. This is a Calypso coral color here. So again, kind of hold your catalog together there. place this up towards the top. So again, the middle is even with your other tabs. Squeeze and you're good to go. Yeah, so there's a couple ways you could do this. The way I'm doing it is I like it so that my catalog tabs are all here at the top and they run all the way across with the different sections. I originally tried putting them along the edge of my catalog, and I decided I really didn't care for that because that's where I flip, and so they kind of get in the way of my thumb there, whereas at the top I can actually use them more kind of productively there. So there are a couple different ways to do it, however you like. But yeah, so we've got accessories and more. The next section here is the artistic expressions. All right, page 97. Ooh, let me show you guys this. Stampin' Up! Just announced that the next paper pumpkin kit. So the June paper pumpkin kit, you have to sign up between now and June 10th, will coordinate with the expressions in ink suite here on pages 96 and 97. And it's going to include two ink spots. Usually the kits just include one. This will include two of the in color ink spots. And it definitely coordinates with all of this. I believe it's polished pink and fresh freesia. I believe that's what they said that will be included in the kit. But I'm so excited. This is a beautiful suite. All of the papers, let me stick this down here before I get too excited. All right, so this is the artistic expression tab. Again, holding it together, lining it up, and then make sure you've got just one page here. All right, that's 96 and 97. While I'm there, let me show you this paper. All right, I know we're a little off topic from making our cards here, but I've got to show you this. Each of the pieces is embossed with a gold foil. You can feel the texture, it's gorgeous. It has these amazing watercolor, like alcohol ink blended patterns that look like water and oil and granite and all kinds of cool stuff here. I mean, can you see the shimmer? Like, oh, I love it. Yeah, we've got some really pretty, the pale papaya and the polished pink, as well as the evening evergreen. Yeah, a lot of the in colors in this suite as well. These are so pretty, aren't they? So this is a specialty paper. You get 2 each of the 6 different designs. So you get 12 pages total. And again, you can see the shimmer on those. All right, so, and then a couple of gold foil stripes as well. That is the paper that coordinates with it. And I'm saying, anticipate, this is going to be super popular. So if you're planning on that, make sure you get that now, because I wouldn't be surprised if this went like on back order next month, because it's going to be so popular. And the dies and things that go with it, oh my goodness. This is the artistically inked stamp set. I store my dies inside. Did I put my dies? No, the dies don't fit inside because it's a large case here. I knew I had them stacked together. So you get the dies here that do cut out the stamped images, but then you also get this beautiful detailed leaf and this beautiful detailed floral bouquet image as well. Yes. So this is amazing. You can get the whole suite for $75 here. That includes the stamps, the dies. They are at the 10% discounted bundle price. You get the package of designer series paper here. And it also includes this neat embellishment pack. This is called Expressions in Ink Ephemera Pack. You get 5 of these gold foil die cut sheets. Oops, I was playing with these last night. So you've got all kinds of neat shapes and things in different sizes, leaves and frames and all kinds of cool things. And then if you like the Artistry Bloom sequins, then you'll love these. You get these sequins here too. They're just like a clear iridescent sparkle. Yes, it's pretty amazing. So that is all what is included in this Expressions in Ink suite. Of course, everything is available individually as well too. But yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna sign up. Make sure you sign up early for this paper pumpkin kit, because I wouldn't be surprised if that, started selling out too. Yeah, so excited. Aw. Let's see, I'm reading through the comments. Yes, people are so excited for the June paper pumpkin kit. Yep, I definitely plan to order a few extras. Karen says that the Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper is on her must-have list. Yes, you can order just one. You can order just one paper pumpkin. You do have to sign up, and then you could do a prepaid code if you don't want to put in your credit card information like in the paper pumpkin site. But yeah, you can get just one for a month and then cancel. Whatever works for you. I know the baseball kit for May maybe wasn't everybody's taste, but I think that the June kit is going to be really amazing. Okay, the next section for our tabs here, page 89. This is the holiday section of our little soft succulent tab. So again, placing it here. There's just a couple more, but I do love these tabs. I thought that was kind of fun. Then we have the love and thanks and support section in polished pink. So we're moving right on down the line here. I will say, as you're using these tabs, they are not repositionable. They are very sticky, and once they're stuck, that's where they're going to stay. I kind of learned that the hard way when one of my tabs didn't go exactly where I wanted it to be, and I tried to pull it back up and ended up tearing my page. So, so speaking from example here, experience, that's I think they're really cool, but at the same time, just be aware that once they're stuck, they're stuck. Okay, and then the last one here in our Fresh Freesia is our All Occasions. And there we go. And that one is right over, so make sure you've got just the one page here for this. Go ahead and bend that, and there you go. So they might not be perfectly even all the way across, but we did pretty good. And that way it is nice that you can see at a glance where the different sections are. So those are the catalog tabs. And if we reach 2,000 subscribers here, everybody who comments, make sure you comment today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because I would happily send out a set of catalog tabs, a couple sets to our winners as soon as we reach the 2,000 subscribers. So if you'd like a set of those, make sure you leave me a note and maybe I will draw your name. Yeah. All right, so that's the new catalog and the tabs here. So this is our fun little limited supplies challenge. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm actually going to make the 4 lighter colors. These will be my card bases. The Evening Evergreen is going to be my contrasting color for layers. And then I'm going to use the basic white for my labels and, for stamping my sentiments. All right, so if you want, just go ahead. We'll fold these. Our beautiful Fresh Freesia here. Yes, Jenna, I'm getting so close. I've been so close for a while. So everyone, please share my channel and make sure your friends are subscribed. And yeah, because we're putting along here. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the content that I share here in my videos. So we had Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, our beautiful polished pink, and then our soft succulent here as well. Okay. All right, so we've got those 4. They're all 5.5 by 8.5 folded and scored at 4 1/4 there. All right, so next we've got our 3 patterns of Designer Series paper. You could use either side. It just depends on really which die cuts that you have to go with them. So I've got a large polished pink pansy here, and then a little one that's kind of got a bumblebee color to it there. Oh, thank you, Philomena. I'm glad you always enjoy my videos. I appreciate that. I enjoy my viewers. I love interacting with you guys. It's so much fun. All right, so the first one we're going to do, we're going to use our soft succulent as our base. We're going to take this Evening Evergreen and we are going to cut a 2¼ inch section. So I'm gonna pull in my handy paper trimmer here. So I'm gonna turn this on the edge. So on the long side here, I'm gonna push this over to 2¼ Okay, and then I'm gonna trim it down. I don't want it the full 5½. I only want it to be about 5. So I am going to trim just this little bit off the end. Okay, so then we'll take this 2¼ by 5 inch piece, grab our adhesive here. And this is fun. You could use this with any designer series paper and coordinating cardstock. We are going to find the approximate middle here and adhere that to our card base. And then from our patterns here, I love this one in the soft seafoam. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some fun stuff. We're actually going to take this 3 by 3 inch square and cut it into 1 inch sections. Hello, Heidi, thanks for joining. Yeah, so we're gonna trim it at 1 inch. And then we're gonna do it again. So we're gonna have 3 1 inch pieces here. Okay. And then if you've got your dimensionals handy, these are going to be dimensional intensive projects. I am going to start with my middle piece. All right, and we're gonna do 3 dimensionals on each strip here. So again, find the approximate middle of your card here. All right, and place your middle strip, and then you can space out your left and your right pieces here. Again, 3 dimensionals each. And if you have some kind of tag or label punch, I'm actually going to use the oval duo punch that has the scalloped oval and the solid there from the mini catalog. Love that. And I'm gonna place these. I'm sorry, I keep moving my cardstock all around on you. All right, so we're gonna place these about 1/4 inch apart here in the center of our card base. So these are just quick and simple cards. Then we'll take that piece of evening evergreen here. I'm going to punch my scalloped oval from the bottom, okay? Because we're gonna use this for the rest of our projects too. So you wanna just do it towards an edge. All right, and then I'm going to cut off a 1 inch strip so that I can stick it through. Actually, I think I want 1 1/4 to go through and just cut out the oval. I don't want to do both, and I'm going to use this 1/2 sheet of basic white for all my projects. So we want to be fairly conservative with that as well. So we're gonna stick this in and just quick one. You can go left or right here. Can you see that on the camera? So I'm gonna go towards the right and just push that right over there to the 1 1/4 mark. Yes, and I realize some of you on here did join me last Tuesday on Zoom, and so you have seen these projects, but I think it's so much fun to try this with different patterns and even different papers, all kinds of cool stuff. All right, so now we've got our label there. And pick up my scraps there. You wouldn't believe it, but I am a pretty tidy crafter. You wouldn't know it from my work surface, but I do like to kind of pick things up as I go. All right, so we are using the Pansy patch stamp set. The sentiments here are so cute. And I just love this. Love you much. It fits perfectly here in our oval. So I have started playing with this. You can tell they're not the pristine color here anymore. They've got a little pink tint to it, which is fine. But the cool thing about the new photopolymer stamps is once you peel them off the backing, the actual designs are printed on the inside of the stamp case insert. So you can just adhere them directly into your stamp case, and you don't have to mess with the peeling off the papers and all of that. You can just stick them right in there, which is really cool. All right, so let's use our Evening Evergreen ink pad for these as well. So we'll stamp our little "Love You Much" here in the center of our oval. Isn't that cute? Pretty little scripty font there, cursive. Okay, I'm gonna flip this. We are going to adhere the ovals together with just a little bit of Stampin' Seal, and then we will grab our dimensionals to put on the back there. I guess we only need 2. We'll save the third one. All right, so once you've got this, you could put this anywhere on there, but doesn't that look cute right in the middle? And then that little piece of ribbon that we had, and it doesn't matter which color, it works really beautifully with the soft succulent or the evening evergreen, or in this case, I've got the fresh freesia. So to conserve this and use it for your different projects, just this one piece of ribbon that is 10 inches long. You want to cut a 3-inch section. So I've got a little ruler down here at the edge of my my cutting mat here. So I'm cutting it into a 3-inch section, and we're going to take that little 3-inch piece and we're just going to tie a little knot. All right, so gently pull it through and then pull it tight. Grab your glue dots. And then look how cute this is. We'll stick this right on the dot. You can put that right up here on the edge of your sentiment, and ta-da! Quick and simple. This is what it looks like in the soft succulent as well. All right, but isn't that just the cutest? And all you needed was a half sheet, a 2 by 5 inch strip of contrasting color, one 3 by 3 square of designer paper, which you cut into 1-inch strips, and then we used the double oval punch here, and 3 inches of ribbon. Yeah, so that is pattern pattern card number 1 there. So we still have a couple other squares of designer paper and things left. All right, so the next one that we'll do, let's do the polished pink here. Okay, and for this one, let's go ahead and use, do I want this piece? Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll use the polished pink and this piece here. I'm going to leave this one square. So I'm going to use my evening evergreen piece to cut a mat for it, a layer that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to pull in. I'm still working with the same half sheet of evening evergreen. I'm going to come in here at 3 1/4. Okay. And then turn it again, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm saving my bits. Oh, Wendy, I love spending my Tuesday afternoons with you too. Yes, this is a great project. Like I said, any designer series paper and 5 coordinating sheets, half sheets of cardstock would work. And then a half sheet of your basic white as well. Yeah, so I would love, if you make these projects, I would love for you to share them with me. I think that would be so exciting. All right, so we've got 3 by 3 designer paper, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square of our evening evergreen. All right, so there's a couple ways that we could do this. Let's do it. I've got a couple different patterns. It's so fun just with these simple elements, how differently you could change it up. So let's go with this first one. We'll place it down here towards the right, lower right corner. All right, so I'm going to, just do this. Yeah, right in here. Actually, I think I want to change it up. Oh, well. All right, I'll do this and then I'll show you. Again, so many options. It's but we have some different pieces here. We've got a piece left of our evening evergreen. So what I'm gonna do with this is cut this into just a 3/4 inch strip here. So again, I'm going to go towards the right on my trimmer, just so I can get actually 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 will work. All right, so this is 3/4 or 0.75 by 3.25. All right, so on this one, I know it looks a little funny to start with, but I'm gonna just put my adhesive right down here. I'm going to adhere this to my card base. Towards the left, I am down a little bit from the top there. Not quite at the halfway point, so a little higher than halfway. All right, so we're gonna stick that on there. I know that doesn't look like much to start, but remember this little 1 1/4 inch strip that we cut off our basic white for our oval punch there? We are going to take this and cut it down. We had 3 1/4 on that. Let's go to 2 3/4 on this. So the 2.75 there. Okay. So that's 1 1/4 by 2.75. We'll stamp our greeting on it, and then this will fit right up in here. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's pick a fun greeting from our sentiments here. I think I might go with the thank you. Let's see, I'm not sure if the, let's peel and stick. Let's see if the, well, this might work. Yeah, that'll work. The little things you do make such a big difference. Wouldn't that be sweet to send to somebody? All right, so again, let's use, this time let's pull in some polished pink to coordinate with our card base here. Okay, I'm gonna stamp this first. I haven't glued it down yet because if I need to, I can always flip it. All right, so stamp that right on there. I'm gonna set this stamp aside for cleaning. All right, dimensionals again. So pull those out. You probably want 3. We'll just go right across the center here. Okay, and then we're gonna make this, so we've got about a 1/4 inch border here around the bottom of this and a 1/4 inch at the top. Isn't that cute? It's just super duper simple. But then again, we can come in, I don't think, my fresh freesia doesn't, I don't think I want to put that here on my polished pink card, but nonetheless, that's super cute on here. All right, I'm gonna leave this as is. Let me show you a couple other variations of it as well. So this is the way I did it today. You could, no, do I use sketches? No, actually, I just kind of scrolled through my Pinterest and different things, and I was like, looked at what might work well for a 3-inch square and modified some different ideas and just kind of ran with it. So this is another alternate. If we had mounted it here towards the center, we could have put our label along the bottom. We could have gone and put it in the left corner instead of the right. And in this case, I cut it into 1-inch strips, just like I did with the first, and used our double oval punch. So that's a couple other alternates for this same exact pieces, just arranged a little bit differently. Okay, so now we still have some, what do I want to do? We've got, let's go with the fresh freesia. Let's see here. We've got these, and what I want to do with this one, again, I'm going to leave this whole. I'm going to pull in this piece of basic white, and because this is 3 inches, I'm going to actually adhere this to my basic white. and I want a little bit longer. So I actually need to cut my basic white down to 4 1/4. Okay, so it's gonna be 3 inches by 4 1/4 that I cut this here. All right, so let me cut at the 3-inch mark first along the long side. And then I'm going to flip it and put it over there at 4 1/4. Okay, and then hang on to these pieces. All right, so now on this one, we'll take our 3 by 3 square. Let me find my adhesive here. I'm gonna put this all the way around the edges. All right, just line it right up at the top, nice and flush there. Okay, and then we'll take our little bit of fresh freesia ribbon. I'm gonna cut it just a little bit wider than my 3-inch. So you want this to be about 3 1/2, 3 3/4. I got a little bend in my ribbon here there we go. Okay, save that piece. All right, so I'm going to put my adhesive around the back because I like to take my ribbon edges to the very back here, and I'm gonna line up this sheer ribbon. It's so pretty, but I'm gonna line up that solid stripe right on my seam so that it hides the seam behind there, okay? And just pull that nice and tight and straight, and now your edges are tucked right behind. All right, so hang on to this. Leave it flipped up if you've got your adhesive on it already, because we need to cut our evening evergreen piece. Did I cut this properly? All right, so we're actually gonna forgo the layer on that. We're just gonna skip that part. All right, we're gonna put this directly onto our fresh freesia card base here because this one matches our ribbon so nicely. Let's come in with our, where is my fresh freesia ink pad? I think it's hiding at the bottom of my pile here. Okay. And again, we need a fun little sentiment for this one. How about, let's see if this, this wishing you a little happy. Okay, so that one's not gonna fit. It hangs off just a little bit much there. Let's go ahead then and use the, let's use this one. The little thing, the little things you do. Let's use that instead. So I'm gonna clean this ink pad real quick so that I don't get polished pink on my fresh freesia ink pad here. And then this stamps perfectly right there in the center. And it's cute like that. And again, we've still got a little bit left, not quite enough to slip under and do a knot, but you should have about 3 inches here, which you can gently pull into its own little self-tie knot here. Again, pull that tight. Might have to make sure your ribbon is cooperating. All right, then we'll grab our glue dots. Okay, and place this right on the dot. And there we go. Cute little bow right on there. All right, so there's a couple different ways that you could do that, whichever you had. If you were to layer it, which is cute, you could do that. However, I snipped my oval out of the bottom. I should have done it from this edge instead. And then I would have had enough length here to actually mat, but that's okay. All right, so that's really cute. And you could use that, you could have done that with any of the patterns here. All right, and then, well, we've got just a little bit of pale papaya left. And then we've got some evening evergreen, and we do have some basic white left. So what I'll do, we've got a 3-inch piece here. I think I'm gonna cut this to 3 by 3. All right, and this one's just kind of on the fly here. I'm gonna trim this off. I got a little wonky edge there. So let me trim that off so that it's nice and smooth. Okay, perfect. Get that edging off there. Okay, so this is 3 by 3 here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut my basic white to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm gonna cut a little piece to go on top. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, oops, come on here. All right, so I'm going to layer these together. And we will adhere this to our, yes, I'm using my seal. We're gonna adhere this flat to our Pale Papaya cardstock, and let's make this vertical. So we'll have 2 vertical and 2 horizontal cards. So I'll put this one towards the top here so it's even all around those 3 edges. All right, and then I've got my fun little die cuts here. So let's go ahead and put a couple dimensionals on the back there. All right, 2 will be good. And let's see if we've got room. All right, so I'm gonna do this kind of right in the center here. Actually, a little higher than center, okay? I'm gonna leave a little more white space at the bottom so that we have room for a sentiment. And I'm not sure if this hello from me to you, this might just fit. It's gonna hang off just, actually, I think it will just fit exactly. It's exactly that 2 3/4 inches. So let's do that in the evening evergreen. We'll kind of pull in the contrasting layer there. Okay, and again, make sure that we've got this so it goes right across. Oh, we did that pretty good. It's a little crooked. It is what it is. All right, and then, so that is all 4 of our card bases. Got just a little bit, some scraps here of the white. We've got just a little bit of scrap here of the evergreen. So that's it out of our 5 sheets. I do have an extra, my little flower here. So you know what might be cute? So we could just go ahead and put this, we could put that in the center. How about that? That's kind of cute, right? Let's see, let's put that in the center. We'll just use 1 dimensional on it. Actually, let me cut a little, let me do like a little 2-bit since we've got the remaining pieces. Let's do a little background for it. That would be cute. So let's do 2 by 2 here. Okay. Just a little square of 2 by 2. We'll put some adhesive on this, and then gently, here we go. We'll put this in the center, and then there we go. Isn't that cute? It's like a little face smiling at you. Yeah. So isn't that cute? So we used all of our pieces. We made 1, 2, 3. Which one did we do? Where's the 4th? 2, 3, 4 cards here out of our 5 new in colors. All right, so we used 4 as card bases. We used the Evening Evergreen as our contrasting for layers, and we used a half sheet of basic white. And then so we got 4 fun cards out of there. That's all we have left for scrap. It's just a little bit. So we really managed that well. Let me show you. I'll show you the rest of the designs here. I've been playing with different packets and as we've been doing it. And really there's so many different ways that you could do this. So we made these today. I showed you a few other alternates. Depending on the pansies that you have and the patterns that you use. I love this one. And this, that gingham is the back side of, that is the back side of this floral piece. So we used the fresh freesia gingham on that one instead because I had that gorgeous fresh freesia pansy there. But this one I did on the pale papaya, and then I had a little papaya pansy there. So I did that one on the edge. Again, you totally mix and match depending on what you have. These are a couple other variations on that soft succulent card there. That all I did on this was just flip it vertically, and then instead of using the punch, I cut a 1-inch strip, 1 inch by 3 inch strip of the basic white there. Or you could do a larger background and then space it out and use your tack punch and do something like that instead. But this one definitely uses more ribbon, which is why I thought if you cut it into 3 inches there, then you can get a few more out of it. So what I'll do, I'm going to post all of these in my Facebook group, my Just Be Creative Cardiology Stampers. It's kind of a long name, but if you are on my Facebook business page, then there is a link to my page, to my customer group as well. So I'm going to post all of these and an album on my group if you want to check out my different designs, and you're welcome to share pictures of ones that you have made as well. I'd love to see those. But again, so many variations. We just used half sheets of our 5 new in colors, half sheet of basic white, 3 3x3 squares of designer series paper, and 10 inches of ribbon. That, and we made 4 cards out of that. So pretty exciting. I hope you've enjoyed that. Again, we used the Pansy suite on this projects today, the new in colors and our pansies. Let me see, I thought I had the page marked there, but it's escaping me. Pansy patch, page 29. Oh, I flipped right past it. All right, so this is the Pansy Petals suite. We use the stamp set. I use the dies to die cut directly from the designer series paper. This is another suite that uses all of our new in colors here, all 5 right across the top. Oh, look at that. I've got Evening Evergreen on my shirt. Ugh. Can't stay clean while I stamp no matter what. That's why it's why I wear jeans and I don't wear white. I always end up with ink everywhere. My hands are pretty good, just a little bit. Not too bad today. And then the Pansy Petals, the suite includes this stamp set with the dies here. A lot of pieces on those. All right, you get the Pansy Petals designer series paper. And part of the suite does come with this super cute little bumblebee trinkets. However, in the US, the bumblebee trinkets are currently unavailable. These are on back order, but I'll show them to you anyways. It'll be a little tease. You actually get 20 little bumblebees in here, which is really cute. So currently, I believe you should be back in stock at the end of the month or beginning of June. So the bumblebee trinkets are not available, which means you can't just use the full suite number when ordering. So, but you can still get your pansy stamped, your bundles, and your designer series paper, and then just get your little bumblebees later on when they come back in stock. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you, all that fun stuff. And of course, don't forget to get, if you haven't already, your in color ink pads. If you do all 5, if you purchase the set of 5, you do save 10%. Okay, so you do get a discount if you buy all 5 together. And I know that's a little bit tricky because it's not listed with the in colors here at the bottom of page 123, where you see the individual colors, the ink pads, the blends, the refills. All right, so to get the bundle pricing, you actually have to flip a couple pages over to page 126. And then here in the center of the page is where you'll find the assorted card stocks in both the 8.5 by 11 and the 12 by 12. And then here is where you'll get the pricing for the 5 ink pads, okay? So instead of paying the $7.50 a piece, you can get all 5 for $33.75. Okay, so that's a little hidden hidden note. Make sure you mark page 126 so you can go ahead and stick your bookmark in there so you know where to get the bundle pricing. But yeah, so those are just some of my gems here from the new annual catalog. Hope you've enjoyed stamping along. And again, I'd love to challenge you, see what you can do with just 5 half sheets of cardstock, an assortment of 3x3 designer series paper, and see how many projects you can create too. I love to see them. So thank you guys so much. Again, please be sure to thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already. And as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers here, then I'll be doing a giveaway. All right, love you guys.